a mess here. Come on, Joanna, Veronica. Clean up.
Could you let me in? The last drink was the last drink, but I don't wanna leave. I wanna get closer. Don't want this night to be over. Wanna get closer. It's not over. Yeah, we could go back to my place, 'cause I don't wanna waste no precious time. So let's go back to my place. If it's only for tonight, let's make it count. I love it, how your touch feels. I love it, how you look at me in my place. No, I don't wanna waste no precious time.
Another week of our Portal Games vlog, and in this episode we continue to look back at the 2019 chill out in the office, and we can look back. So for today, as you already know from the title of the vlog, highlights of 2019 for me. So last week we were talking about the games we released, and today we are talking about the highlights. Top 5 things that were the most important for me, the things that I will remember for forever, probably. I have a backup list, so I have 5 things and I have a backup thing. So first, the backup things. Game of the year for Detective in France counts. This guy behind the camera, Marek, was telling me that I'm an idiot, that I'm not going to France. He was sending me, Ignacio, you have to go, Ignacio, you have to go. Once again, what happened? We were nominated for the Game of the Year in France, and we were nominated along with Keyforge. And I'm afraid of flying, as you know. I had so much work at the office to do, and I was competing with Keyforge, and I said, I don't want to travel to France. We will not win anyway. I'm not going there.
And Keyforge is actually the game, and you are a very big fan.
I'm a huge fan of Keyforge. I love Keyforge, so I thought Keyforge will win. So I didn't come to France, to Cannes, even though I was invited. And that was a very bad decision. And Detective won the Game of the Year in France, and there was a huge stage, and it was a moment of the history. And I wasn't there. I saw it only on videos from my friends. And I remember I was already in bed that day, and suddenly my iPhone notification ping 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 ping, and a ton of friends and fans from France sending me messages. Ignacio, you won, congratulations, great. And everybody, Bruno Faiduti, Bruno Catala, everybody sending me congratulations. And I'm in bed in Poland, and I mean, what I'm doing here, why I'm not on the stage. So there was a huge mistake on my side. I blame the fact that I'm afraid of flying planes. Me traveling is always a disaster, and it was a very bad decision. The second highlight that is not in the top 5 was my seminar at Gen Con 20 years of Portal Games. Full room of people, me doing this stand-up seminar, telling all the jokes about the history of Portal, and as you can imagine, American audience like to laugh. So there was a lot of laughs, a lot of clapping, applause, fun scene. So I was at my best, speaking my not very good English, but telling jokes. So I love to tell jokes. So everybody was enjoying that. So it was a highlight, and I will remember it forever. And the highlight of the year that I will remember forever is hiring Joanna Kijanka. As Marek know, and as you know, she was part-time hired for the part-time for the past 2 years, I think. And in June she graduated from the college. She finished college, and there was a decision if she's joining Portal Games or she's doing a job in the direction she was finishing college. And she said no, she loved to work for Portal Games. She's joining the team, and I was so happy to hire her, and it was a very important moment for Portal Games, for the history of Portal Games. She will do so much amazing things in upcoming years for us. But this is just the backup list. there were even better things that happened this year for me. And so number 5, the most ridiculous on the list, because it says on the list the secret meeting at Gen Con.
Secret meeting at Gen Con.
And I cannot tell what this meeting was.
Did I know about this meeting?
Even Mary doesn't know.
Oh man.
This is like really
That was
freaky,
meeting with a
freaky.
woman?
It was super secret meeting, and the effects of this meeting we will reveal in upcoming months. But something is happening, and not even Mary knows what. It is like super secret things that is happening. So we will discuss it in upcoming months. But for sure, this one secret meeting at Gen Con was very important, and I will remember it for forever, even though at this point I cannot talk. But it is in the history. Number 4, Kickstarter for Pret-a-Porter. Marek was with me in this very evening when it started, and we both were just looking at what is going to happen, and we were just shh, and the money was thrown at us from the backers. Before the Kickstarter started, we were saying that we don't know if it will be successful, we don't know how many backers we will have, we don't know what to expect, and it was not bullshit. I was really having no clue what will happen. We were absolutely not prepared that very evening with the stretch goals, with the popularity of this Kickstarter in the first hours, and for sure in 5 years from now, in 10 years from now, I will remember you, Copy, Multi-Day, 4 of us stayed in the office in the evening, and we were not believing what's happening, and we were happy and terrified and frightened, like all the emotions in these 2 hours, the first 2 hours of Kickstarter. Absolutely amazing moment from 2019.
We just before the lunch, we are just sitting in conference room and playing some board games. Right?
Yeah, and then it happened, and it was amazing. Number 3. Trzewiki Północy. Trzewiki Północy is a tournée I did with my wife Mary this year to celebrate 20 years of Portal Games. In 6 days I visited 7 cities, or maybe otherwise 7 days, 6 cities, but basically for the whole week we were traveling in the north of Poland, because people here in the south of the Poland meet me on different various conventions. In north of the Poland I wasn't there for many years. So there were so many fans who wanted to finally meet me. So we said we are celebrating 20 years of Portal Games, and I'm going for tournée, and I will meet my fans in north of the Poland. We visit different pubs and gaming clubs and gaming stores, and it was like a rock star tournée, meeting with the fans and getting cookies and doing selfies and chatting with fans, and spending the whole weekend with my wife, and it was super awesome. And so in 5 years, in 10 years, I will remember this highlight, me on the road, different cities, meeting with fans. Trzewiki Północy, my tournée in north of the Poland. Number 2 of the highlights of 2019 for me, PortalCon, 20 years of Portal Games. So we were scared as shit. You can see it in the vlog that we recorded from the PortalCon. Marek was stressed, I was stressed, everybody was stressed, because it was starting the celebration of 20 years of Portal Games. We had a huge announcement, we had a huge keynote prepared, but besides that I had so many friends invited. Michael Oracz, of course, my co-founder of the company, Marcin Blacha, co-designer of Neuroshima role-playing game, all these people who built this company. We had few hundred fans, and the moment I will remember, of course, is the moment when we are all, the Portal gang is on the stage. My employees from today, my former employees, friends of the company, like all the gang. There was like 50 people on the stage, the whole Portal family, and we had fans just singing "Happy Birthday." Absolutely stunning moment that I will remember forever. And I'm super happy that we have our vlog. We have our vlog, so we have a report from that event, and I can watch it in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. And remember that was the day to remember. 20 years of Portal Games, absolutely amazing edition of PortalCon, with the cake, champagne, and friends. Amazing time. And the biggest highlight of 2019 for me, of course, Spiel des Jahres. Of course, being in Berlin, being on the stage, and hearing the words nominated for Cannes Spiel des Jahres is absolutely stunning moment, and I will remember it for the end of my life. And never ever I would dream that we will have a nomination for Spiel des Jahres, because I was always doing very complex games, very difficult games with the terrible rule books. Like, I was doing always mess. There was a great games, but they always had some issues. And the Detective had no issues. Detective had a great rulebook, had great story, had a great publisher in Germany, Pegasus Spiele, who did an amazing job. Everything clicked. And one day we learned that we are nominated for Cannes Spiel des Jahres. We didn't believe it happened. It was surreal. And then I got invitation for the whole event, and I went to the Berlin, and I was there among with the other great designers. Wingspan won the award. Detective was only nominated, but being only nominated for the most important award in the industry is absolutely amazing achievement. And it's funny, like in the movies industry, when there's a trailer for the movie, and there's about the actor, there's a Oscar nominee. Like, so I am Spiel des Jahres nominee. Like, for the end of my life, for the rest of my life, I can say that Spiel des Jahres nominee Ignacy Trzewiczek. I was there, absolutely terrifying before the announcement, and absolutely amazing after the announcement, when the whole pressure went off, when finally we knew the results. Finally I could rest and enjoy, and I will remember this day forever. So these were the highlights of 2019.
You are disappointing me about this list.
Why?
Because I thought first place gonna be less travel or something like
Less
that.
travel. Amazing things happened this year. Basically, when you look back, and we are working so hard every single day basis, 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day, sometimes 14 hours a day, from the morning till very, very late evening, or at least afternoon, and work. And sometimes we don't appreciate these amazing things that happened during this year, and this is amazing. Like, I was in the Spiel des Jahres event. I was having amazing PortalCon. I was meeting with fans for the whole week. We had this amazing Petaporta Kickstarter, this secret meeting that you will see effects of it in upcoming years. Absolutely stunning moments this year. So overall, I think the 2019 was quite a good year, with Empires of the North released, with the Petaporta released, with LA Crimes released. Great year behind us. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for all the support. And see you next week. And for the next week, Ignacy will wear a Slavic complaining Ignacy hat, and I will be telling about top 5 disappointing things that happened this past year. So there is a balance. There was some amazing things, but of course some bad things happened as well. So therefore we have the whole series of the vlog, the best things of 2019 and the worst things of 2019. For now, thank you for your comments. Leave us your comments about Portal Games. What was the highlight for you with Portal Games? It was maybe a game of detective, playing a game of detective. Maybe it was meeting us at some convention. Maybe it was playing Robinson Crusoe with your grandmother. Like, what was your highlight of the year with Portal Games? Tell us in the comments. Thank you for being with us. See you next week. Bye.
To be over, wanna get closer. It's not over yet. We could go back to my place, 'cause I don't wanna waste no precious time. So let's go back to my